What's up, Twitter world? Rest in peace, OJ. Rest in peace, Fred Ward and Val Kilmer. Welcome to the Austin Ingels movie show. I am your host, Austin Ingels, and this is produced by Radu.
What's going on, guys?
Radu, don't ever question me. I'm the one fucking this bitch. You're just holding the camera. Danny McBride, folks. We are doing 30 minutes or less. Obviously, you clicked on the title. Radu, do you have anything to address?
This was my favorite one we've done so far.
Okay.
I love that.
This is actually the only reason I'm really doing this is because Radu suggested it. I can't even remember when. I think it was on the Without a Paddle episode he brought it up.
A buddy comedy.
Yeah, a buddy comedy. So, yeah, we're doing that, and I like the lore behind it. We'll get to that later, obviously, but sometimes Faith pulls out his big old cock and slaps you right in the face. That's another quote. Sorry, I'm going to be quoting this movie a lot because my God, I forgot how many good fucking quotes
are we bringing quotes back? This is the podcast to get your quotes from.
Yeah, you should. I always appreciate it when I say a quote when I'm out in the wild and someone knows what I'm talking about and doesn't look at me like I'm fucking crazy. So, yeah, we're totally bringing quotes back. Little housekeeping up top. Housekeeping. You know where to find me, baby. Every Thursday and Sunday, I'm at the Speakeasy at 8 o'clock. And then every Friday, Crazy Conchas. We got ourselves a fucking veteran in here. Top dog.
Yeah, we out here now, man.
We really out here.
Come check out the Mechanical Bull at Crazy Conchas. We be out there Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
We're grinding.
Yeah, the Mechanical Bull is something else. I guess we can address it. I thought you were going to. Go ahead.
Address what?
Nothing.
Welcome to the new recording space.
You guys like
y'all.
the new studio, the new studs?
New stew? Who this?
Yeah. Check out the background, my vinyl. I'm gonna get a vinyl tattoo. Actually, I don't know if you know that. I got a melting TV as my next one, and then a vinyl. So, fun fact for you, Radu. Easy added. Current event joke: a couple weeks ago, an Indiana teacher was charged with sexual abuse after she had her students gangbang her while she was wearing a scream mask. I was born in the wrong era. And then another one, too, just because this is pre-recorded, folks. I should have addressed that up top. Jessica Simpson, did you see this? You see this? Jessica Simpson drinks snake sperm to help her vocal cords.
Dude, that's so crazy you bring up Jessica Simpson because we have to be in a simulation. I'm at this massage today, and this chick goes, yeah, I'm just reading Jessica Simpson's autobiography.
Oh, my God. What is that, a coloring book?
Dude, I go, what's it like? In high school, Jessica was bullied for making straight A's. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, what is that?
No way she got straight A's.
She got straight D's.
What's up? Daisy Dukes?
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I beat off to her in that music video.
Dude.
I gooned hard to that shit. Anyway, she's been drinking snake sperm to help with vocal cords. No wonder her voice is fucked. Okay. I'll never use these in my act, ever. I'm never going to say that again. Before we begin, what's the latest? Have you gone to the theaters since we've done our last episode?
I have not been to the theaters for watching a movie, but I have been to the theater for investigative purposes. Coming soon. So no, I haven't seen any movies in the movie theater.
What a weird answer. I love it. But
How about you, Austin?
Yeah, thank you for asking. I just went and watched The Death of a Unicorn. Don't waste your time. They tease it as Jurassic Park on acid, and that movie was dog shit on acid, is what it was. I give it a 3 out of 10.
I have to go watch it now.
Yeah,
I have
there
to
was
go watch
like maybe 5 minutes worth of it being interesting, but didn't enjoy Paul Rudd in it, and I normally love him. Jenna Ortega wasn't great in it. It just, 3 out of 10. Good thing I didn't spend any money on it. I had the Cinemark's rewards. Just saying. Okay. So let's get to the real reason why we're here, folks. 30 minutes or less. Where can you watch this movie at? You ask. This was the first movie for the podcast that I've had to rent, actually. I either owned or all the other ones were on other streaming platforms. This one you have to rent on Amazon Prime. So sorry if you don't own this on DVD or Blu-ray and you have to go rent it. But this came out in the year 2011, and the summary of this movie, you ready? You ready for it? Nick, played by Jesse Eisenberg, is a pizza deliverer who lives in a fairly ordinary, boring life until he crosses paths with two aspiring criminal masterminds, played by Danny McBride and Nick Swardson, who kidnap him, strap a bomb to his chest, and force him to rob a bank for them. Nick doesn't get much time to pull off the difficult task, so he enlists the aid of Chet, played by Aziz Ansari, his estranged pal. As time ticks away, Nick and Chet face many obstacles, not the least of which is their volatile relationship. Oh my God. What a summary. 30 minutes or less. Shout out to David Collins, the 30-minute half-hour show. There's a shout out. I haven't given him a shout out in a while. I never delivered pizzas. Did you?
I was a pizza delivery guy for a little while.
Cool. Mm-hmm. All right. For who?
Peter's Pizzeria in Highland Village. I don't know if you're still in business, but I'm not sorry for quitting.
Shout out to him.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. I've never delivered pizzas, but I DoorDash, and DoorDashing is I've picked up pizzas. DoorDashing in a smaller city fucking rules. I don't know if you've ever DoorDashed, but shout out to the Quad Cities in Dubuque, specifically Davenport and Kimberly Road. Made the best money on Kimberly. You know who you are, Kimberly. Yeah, big tippers. No, I'm serious. I could fucking rake like 20 to 25 an hour doing that shit. It was nice. It's a real chill job. So I tried doing that once when I moved here, and that shit's Bertie Mac. Oh yeah, it ain't it.
I know there's so many people delivering out here.
So many people delivering. Texas is so big and wide. There's not just one road that all the food's on. It's a pain in the dick. But that's okay. Sorry, folks. Let's talk about the impact of this movie. It garnered some controversy due to the similarities with the death of Brian Wells in 2003, but we're going to discuss that later. I think this is the perfect college movie. What do you think?
Yeah, I think...
AKA perfect movie to smoke weed to.
Facts.
Which could be a category someday.
Matter of fact, we might go back and recategorize these.
Yeah.
No, I think the movie really... It's like... It doesn't go into too many like details about everything. It just starts the story. It's just real simple. It's a bank robbery movie, and it gives you a bunch of wacky backstories for all the characters, and then it goes right into the action.
Right into it.
Yeah, I love that about it.
Yeah. What is the one thing this town is missing? I'll give you a hint. It's cash business, and it's crawling with sexy bitches. Chinese food restaurant? No. Abortion clinic. Good shit. Where were you when you first watched this? Do you remember?
Man, I think I was in college when I saw this. So I was older. I think Aziz Ansari had just became like popular in Parks and Rec, and then I had seen this movie.
Wait.
Or was that, am I remembering things backwards?
I think you're remembering it backwards, because Aziz was like, this is his, in the middle of his, like him and Jesse Eisenberg, this is their movie, essentially, because Jesse Eisenberg is coming off a Social Network, and yeah, so I think this is right. So you would have been, you were a year younger than me, right? So you would have been a sophomore. You would have probably been a sophomore in high school when this dropped. I don't know when you watched it, obviously.
Yeah, didn't watch it in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched it in college.
Yeah.
So.
I believe I rented this on DVD. Then it was an absolute classic on Stars. Over the years on Netflix, it's been on Netflix a few times, and then this is the first time I'd watched it since seeing the documentary Evil Genius, which we will discuss later, which this movie is intertwined with. Really? Yeah. I'll get to that later. But yeah, I give a lot of shout out to Stars on this. Well, it was, you either had, I mean, if your family, I shouldn't say you either had this, because that's a pretty fucking Yeah, privileged thing to say, but if you had Stars or HBO or Showtime or any of them, you obviously would see the same movie played over and over because they would do like 3 months at a time where certain movies were on. So, yeah, dude, this went fucking triple platinum on Stars for me. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. What are you thinking? You like this? You like this setup, don't you?
Yeah, the setup's great.
Yeah. The vinyls in the background. We weren't going to address it, but
here we are.
Yeah, we had to. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm going fast. Let me slow down a second, okay?
Yeah. Well, so okay, like I think I had never seen Jesse Eisenberg in a movie.
This was your first Jesse Eisenberg experience?
Yeah, I think that unless he was in that one with the was he in Rounders?
Rounders.
Isn't he in a movie with he does like card stuff?
He's in Now You See Me, the magic movie.
Yeah, I've seen.
There's
that
a sequel to that.
I've seen a clip. I've seen a clip of that.
I've seen the first one. The first one's really good. I haven't seen the second, and they're coming out with the third one. So I should probably watch the second one. But yeah, they're pretty good. Especially if you like magic, you'd like them a lot.
Love magic, man.
This motherfucker is a magician.
No, I manage a magician.
You what?
I manage a magician.
Oh, sorry. Chill, dude. Fuck. All right. Rotten Tomatoes score. You're gonna be disappointed at this one.
I'm not gonna be shocked.
Yeah. Oh no, you're not. 45 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, because what do they know about?
But what's even crazier, I thought the audience score would give it a little love. 40. Audience score was lower than Rotten Tomatoes.
So what? A Rotten Tomatoes report comes
It's
out
definitely low.
At the time of the movie coming out.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just like not released in a good time because it sounds like people were haters.
Yeah, I definitely can see why this was panned. This was right in the middle of the Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill run, so it kind of feels like a distant cousin to those movies. You know what I mean? Like this is their little cousin.
As a brown guy, though, I appreciate Aziz Ansari being in a movie. Like even Harold and Kumar, I appreciated.
Why are you getting racist?
I'm not getting racist. I'm being inclusive.
No, Aziz Ansari says in the James Franco roast that he was like taking roles from white people. Chet, Randy. Yeah, this was a run where Aziz Ansari had a bunch of cameos in Seth Rogen movies like Funny People, Observe and Report. We're going to talk about Observe and Report later. But why we're here. The lores and legends, folks. Like I said, like I teased earlier, the plot of this film bears a resemblance to a real-life bank robbery gone wrong that resulted in the death of Brian Wells in 2003. As with the film, Wells was a pizza delivery driver who was forced to wear a bomb and then robbed a bank under orders from the plot's mastermind in an effort to have the bomb defuse. Additionally, an investigation found that the motive behind the robbery was for Marjorie Armstrong, the convicted mastermind, to use the stolen money to hire a hitman to kill her father and receive her inheritance, also like the film. Unlike the film, however, Wells was killed by the bomb after being caught by police. Yeah. Despite the similarities to the case, Sony Pictures Motion Picture Group said the filmmakers and cast had no prior knowledge of the incident, while the screenwriters were vaguely familiar with it. Nevertheless, the film drew criticism from the sister of Brian Wells and Jerry Clark, a former FBI agent who witnessed Wells's death and led the case investigation.
That's absolutely fucking crazy.
Yeah. And if this sounds familiar, folks, it's because there was a Netflix documentary titled Evil Genius released in 2018 detailing this case. You obviously didn't see that. I did. It's fucking crazy. They show the footage of him blowing up. Yeah, dude, it's gnarly. The real life shit, it was like a neck bomb. They like put it around his neck. And yeah, dude, he's like on his hands and knees. He's like, it's gonna blow up, it's gonna blow up, and then it fucking just blows up in the parking lot. And you see it.
Dang, dude. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Some comedy.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, and then they made a comedy. That's what's crazy about this is that the filmmakers say they vaguely heard about this. They knew about it. It is literally the plot of the movie. I mean, it's down to the inheritance plot.
And they got away with it. That's fine. It's like a heist within a heist.
Well, I think I'm going to talk about that later, but that's like one of the reasons that it was panned is because everyone's like, oh, they tried making a comedy out of a real life tragedy. So, yeah. As the case continued to develop, the investigation garnered national media coverage in America. It was less than 2 years after the September 11th attacks, and many believe that was the first incident to be terrorism-related since. Fox's America Most Wanted featured the story 3 times and publicized newly released evidence in hopes officials could obtain new clues in the case. And like I said, the victim's sister publicly lambasted the film, saying she doesn't think it's funny to laugh at the incident and the innocent who were victimized by criminals and who cared nothing for human life.
I agree with her.
Yeah.
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
The movie was funny.
Movie is great. But how nuts is that? You had no idea about that, right?
Zero idea. It does change my perspective actually a little bit on the movie.
Does it?
It really does,
That's
yeah.
Amazing. And that's why we're here, to do that hard-hitting journalism, to fucking sway your mind on a comedy. I thought it'd be funny if we did this movie or if we did this pod in 30 minutes. But
it's looking like it.
I know I don't want to though. I'll try to get it to 40, but I thought that'd be hilarious if we just pulled that off, 30 minutes or less naturally. And I'm sorry folks if last week's episode sounded like stoned ramblings. I still haven't listened to it, so like I said, this episode is pre-recorded. Hopefully no other celebrities died, but if they did, RIP. And hopefully, as a matter of fact, I'm flying back and forth to home. Hopefully I didn't die.
Don't say that.
This could be immortalized forever. Think about that. Let me tell a joke on here. No.
I'm sad now.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, don't be sad. Oh, would you cry if I died?
Man.
Yeah?
I would.
That's dope. I'd cry if you died. Anyway, back to the movie. Chet talks about having Hurt Locker on DVD from Netflix, and that it's bullshit. He pays $12.99 to keep the same 3 movies. Netflix's OG subscription has been getting a lot of love on this pod.
I mean, it marks a certain era of movie watching nostalgia, and the people started paying attention. This was literally
right before it went to streaming. So,
man,
yeah, dude, crazy. $12.99.
I mean, I feel like Hulu and Netflix was just $12.99 the other day, but now I'm paying like $20 a month for no ad Hulu or something like that.
Yeah, I keep ads on Hulu. Fuck it. It's just
me.
The TV show. If you're watching a TV show, it's just at the beginning, and then a movie, it does it like 1 or 2 times, then you're good throughout the movie. So, speaking of that, I watched Tombstone with Val Kilmer. You've never seen that, but oh my god, do you like Western movies?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, it's old school. Well, it's not old school. It's from '93, so the year I was born, greatest year of all time. Yeah, dude, Val Kilmer, Doc Holliday, R.I.P., dude. I mean, really, Iceman. I always got called him, and yeah, dude, look it up. I was fucking him for Halloween one year. We could have put that up as the thumbnail. Shit just got real for you, Slumdog. I love the shit Danny McBride says.
Dude, we should do Slumdog Millionaire.
You've seen that movie?
What do you mean? Of course, that's the classic.
I'm going to take a moment of silence for that to gather myself. Is this shit reboot proof? No. I think it could be redone, but it would be bad.
I feel like that family would get upset again. Yeah, it's not worth it.
I don't think you could actually step on this. Yeah.
We'd have to have a new bank robbery bombing happen for a new
30
movie.
Minutes or less.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, dude. That real life shit is crazy, isn't it? When it puts everything into perspective like that.
Does that mean the writers were just lazy?
No, I mean you can find that draws. I mean you can find inspiration out of anything. You know what I mean?
I mean, I shouldn't call anybody lazy.
No.
I shouldn't call anyone lazy, but like it is.
No, I agree. It's just I think it's cool. Like I personally I do dark humor, so I try to find the funny in anything. You know what I mean? You got to try to find the angle in anything, buddy. Yeah, but they just blatantly ripped it off too, so that's also hilarious. Just be like, "Oh, I had no idea. I had a kind of you know." That's bullshit, though. They totally knew what they were doing. Anyway, let's get to likes. My first like, the cast. I love the cast, especially the duo of Danny McBride and Nick Swardson. I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. You totally fucked up this mixtape. We're not a bunch of frat guys trying to finger bang girls of to Matchbox 20. Trying to mastermind a heist here. Should be like some industrial German techno shit. I'm sorry, Dwayne. That song means a lot to me. I think Jesse Eisenberg is also perfectly cast in this. This is right after The Social Network, and it kind of went against his... It didn't really go against his typecast, but like he kind of tries to play a little more alpha and assertive as opposed to the quirky and uncertainty that he was playing in Adventureland and Social Network, and you know. Also, we talked about this movie. I think this movie is the perfect run length. It's a tight 83 minutes. What are you doing? Oh, okay. That was freaking me out. Tight 83 minutes, like you said, gets in and out, gets right to the point.
Yeah, I feel like it just like it really brings you into their world of absurdity real quick. Mm-hmm. Like he goes to this school with the with the bomb on. Like what? Like that's crazy.
It's classic.
Literally class. Like
that was in the trailer, I think, as him complaining that he was at the fucking school with a bomb. Pretty sure that was in the trailer. This movie, I already said that. It was filmed in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Michigan fucking rules. Grand Rapids, I've driven through there a couple times because my ex and her family, 2 exes ago, actually. Problem could be me. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Anyway, Michigan rules. The air in northern Michigan is the clearest air you're ever going to smell, buddy. And Michigan weed. Woo-hoo! Yes. Yeah, dude. Michigan marijuana. Do you have any likes?
Like I was saying earlier, I love that Aziz was in this movie.
Aziz
as a brown guy. Mm-hmm. I love that shit. I mean, I felt like people always told me.
Do you want to come show people what you look like?
No. Okay. If you want to see what I look like, come look at our skit on
Instagram. We had literally the perfect fucking on the Departed episode. That's why it's getting no love. We didn't do the promo that I wanted to do, and we didn't end it the way because that's why the video's lost on half of it. That's
we do lose people in the second hour of the second 30 minutes of the podcast.
Yeah. What's up with that? No. Wait, what's in the box? The retention rate, it's everywhere. On Netflix, Bert Kreischer was talking about this, that people tune out after like 22 minutes of specials. So it's a damn shame, people. What happened to watching a movie and just sitting there and fucking enjoying it and getting into the world of cinema? Dislikes. A girl kissing me on the lips after a blowjob. I don't want to sound inconsiderate, but you know what you're doing, ladies. Don't do it. You know what I'm talking about? She blows Aziz, which is also a like of mine, is getting blown in a car. Sorry, Mom. Yeah. I don't like the controversy this movie garnered. It should be a comedy. It's a comedy and should be celebrated that way. Granted, shamelessly, they took from a real life tragedy, but oh well. And another dislike. Aziz Ansari's real life antics, if you want to look that up for me. Do you not know? You know he's canceled, right?
Oh yeah. I think we brought him back though. Yeah, I actually read his book Modern Romance, and he knows what he's doing.
Go to the controversy.
Go to the controversy. Okay, here we go.
What is the complaint against Aziz? What does that say?
Which one? Top one? Oh, this.
Yeah.
That's ChatGPT.
Why his incident is different from others. He had misconduct, I'm assuming. I thought I just saw that misconduct. Sorry, folks. The power of ChatGPT. Yeah, dude, he got canceled, I'm pretty sure, as far as I know. He faced public scrutiny in January 2018 following an allegation of sexual misconduct. Yep. I'm not going to go into it anymore.
I forgive him, personally.
Oh.
What?
No, that's cool.
Yeah, right? That could be cool.
I don't like, in this picture, he's sitting down in comedy addressing it. That's kind of, feel like you probably want to stand up with your chest out.
I actually almost bought tickets. I still might buy tickets. I was going to ask you if you wanted to go. It's on a Tuesday to go see Aziz at Moon Tower.
I'm out.
Come on.
If it was somebody else. Bro, it's got to be, I'm sorry, it's got to be a certain somebody now. I can't.
We'd be at the Paramount, bro.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of money for Aziz.
Nah, $90 each.
$90? Definitely out on that.
I'm buying.
I spent $40 for Anthony Jeselnik, who's one of my favorite comics. I'm not going to fucking spend double on that for a rapist. That's right, ladies. I'm on your side.
Despite all his, every single one of his jokes.
Despite my jokes and my act, that's what it's called. It's an act, all right? Talk to all my exes who I'm on good terms with. They'll tell you I'm a gentle and great companion. It just didn't work out. Anyway, I'm talking too much about my love life. And 5 fun facts. Well, let's get to it, baby. We are flying through this pod. Go back to the screen, will you? Where is it at? Yeah, that one. Okay, we're good. You can go back to whatever you want. Sorry. In a recent episode of Mark Norman and Sam Burrell's podcast, We Might Be Drunk, Nick Swartzen stated this is one of his favorite movies.
Nick Swartzen has so, like, he's in Grandma's Boy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I quote,
Benchwarmers.
"So you're so strong, Nicholas."
Yeah,
my fucking favorite quotes ever, bro.
He brought up how the movie, got all the controversy because of the bomb case. So he brought that up in a podcast. It's a pretty good podcast to check out. Ruben, what? Let's see if it brings up the controversy. It says fast paced. Okay. Nothing interesting. Controversy, real life inspiration. It says loosely based on. Yeah, it's controversy for being insensitive and exploitive. Okay. Another like the restaurant for which Jesse Eisenberg drives the pizza for is a real restaurant in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's called Vito's Pizza, as shown in the movie, and as of last January, it's still in business.
I wonder if David Portnoy's done a review on it.
Damn, that's a good question.
Shout out Barstool. I've been watching a lot of One Bite reviews, dude.
Here's what I'm gonna do when I start, because I'm putting this in the air. When I start touring, because it's gonna happen. Okay. I'm manifesting. I think I'm gonna do reviews of places that I eat, not pizza, but
some food reviews,
just little food reviews.
Yeah,
just little side quests. You know what I mean? You think that's a good idea?
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, just little side quests. That's an idea that I have. But when Nick talks to Kate for the first time, he states that he is off the grid and doesn't have a Facebook account. Jesse Eisenberg had just played Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, in the 2010 film The Social Network. And guess what, folks? Spoiler alert. We're doing that next week. Yep, you're getting back-to-back Eisenbergs. Who would have thought that the first actor repeat of this fucking podcast would be Jesse Eisenberg? Because I didn't think it would be. Okay? I didn't.
I don't think I've seen Social Network. I'm going to have to watch that one for sure. That one I want to watch.
Yeah, we're watching that, buddy. That's a good fucking movie. Perhaps the movie of 2010. We'll discuss that next week, but yeah. Anyway, 5 of the cast members were born in, I love this, I'm an autistic guy. My autism loves fun facts like this. 5 of the cast members were born in the same years, but were in separate months. In 1976, Michael Pena was born on January 13th, and Nick Swardson was born on October 9th, and Danny McBride in December of 1976. And Aziz Ansari and Jesse Eisenberg were born in October of 1983.
You know, I think that just speaks to the different levels of like we're in classifications and social groups, and like, you know, if you're gonna be an actor, you're gonna be. I feel like there's just years where there's just so many great people were born, bro. I don't know how to explain it. Like the simulation just generated a bunch of freaking rock stars. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I have this on here, but yeah, Seth Rogen's crew, like Danny McBride, all them adjacent, that crew definitely ruled the late 2000s, early 2010s. What else are you typing in there? Michael Pena, Aziz Ansari, and Danny McBride all starred in Observe and Report. And have you ever seen that movie? Because Michael Pena is next level in that movie.
No, but I have learned to appreciate Michael Pena from Ant-Man.
Yeah, he's in Ant-Man, and he's also in The End of Watch. Have you seen that? Which is a fucking sad movie.
I have seen End of Watch, and that movie was super sad.
Yeah, heartbreaking, dude. Nobody can fucking kill to me, bro. I'm the motherfucking satanic Hispanic, homie. Nobody can fucking kill to me, bro. What are we at? Where we at? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Told you this was going to be a quick one. We could have probably did this in 30 minutes or less if I didn't try taking my time, but that's okay. Another quick pod, another quick one. No biggie. Radu. And this is actually, I'm going to wait.
Now, you can't just do that to me.
Okay.
I'll wait. I can wait?
No, we'll do it.
All right.
What's the code for the bomb? Do you remember?
No, is it
in the movie?
Is it boobs?
69, 69, 69.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, dude. That's my favorite sexual position. That's what he says. Dude, you got a red dot on your head. You look like one of her people. Can I just he's like, put the weapons down. He's like, can I just point the flamethrower down? I'm attached to it. And he's like, yeah. He goes, thanks. Nick Swartzen's such a polite fucking criminal in this movie.
Yeah, they definitely casted the great yin yangs of. Like,
oh yeah, him and Danny McBride's dynamic is perfect. That's a travesty that, not that I know of. I don't think they ever did another movie together. And if they did, I mean, if they were in another movie, they obviously don't have the duo. There's not a duo like that. Man, I feel like that was a missed opportunity. Okay, another question for you. Do you know what an OTPF is? And have you ever done that?
OTPF? Over the pants.
Finger?
Over the pants, yeah. Yeah, I know what that is.
That's my move, dog.
When haven't I done that is the question.
Yeah, this guy's a gooner. Of course he's done that. Okay. I don't believe the filmmakers purposely used Brian Wells as an inspiration, but I do believe it was subliminal. You know what I mean? Like, if they didn't do it on purpose, which they claim they didn't, I mean, they for sure knew about the case. I mean, there's no way that the similarities down to like why the bomb was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think for all intents and purposes they didn't know, but I think if you were to ask them now they'd probably be like, yeah, we.
I would like to have that'd be cool to, like, if they talked about it. Well, like I said, Nick Swardson, that was probably a month ago that he was on that We Might Be Drunk podcast, and he's like, a movie that I love that got shit was 30 minutes or less because of the similarities. And either way, watch this movie for entertainment and watch Evil Genius for the facts. You know what I mean? Evil Genius is crazy, though, because the girl is just absolutely, the Marjorie chick was absolutely vile. And the Brian Wells guy, the guy that they killed, he might have been slow too. So that was an even more fucked up part. Is like, it's totally a hate crime. Yeah, dude, it's fucked up. All right, what would you rate this? Would you rate it a cult classic? Neither or both?
So, like, what, a cult classic means just a select group of people watched it?
Or, like, yeah, over the years, it's garnered, or, like, you know, because it got such hate when it came out that over the years, people learned to appreciate it. So, something like, what would be a good example of this for a cult? Well, a lot of movies go from, like, cult to classic. So, I don't know. Maybe I fucked myself up making this fucking category, because it's either a classic or it's cult. So, but no, I think this one's neither. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I feel like every like if a bunch of stoners appreciate it, does that make it cult?
Yeah, but no, but like in the grand scheme of things, like if we're going stoner movies, this doesn't even probably crack top 10.
Whoa, okay. I mean, I put this in my personal top 10 buddy comedy movies.
I wouldn't even do that either. Because, like, you have all the Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill movies, and, like I said, this is, like, its fucking retarded cousin. But, like I said, I do love this movie. You could argue it's cult, but I don't think it ever reached cult status. And I could be wrong. It could be cult, but I don't think it has hit cult status. Although, one could argue cult is, like, for the small people that like it, love it. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. What would you argue that?
Damn, that just got deep right there.
Yeah, now we're just riffraffing.
You let us know in the comments what you think.
Yeah, what do you consider this? Do you consider this a cult? Do you consider this a classic? And by the way, for this category, when I say cult, I mean a cult classic. Like Dazed and Confused is a cult classic. What else? No, American Pie is too much of a classic.
Too much of a classic?
American Pie? Have you seen American Pie?
Yeah.
Would you fuck a pie?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Okay. This is off the old beaten path. I do have, let me see what I have planned for, because I know at some point I'm going to do one of the American Pies. Fuck it, I'll just ask now. What is a food or object that you fucked?
Nothing. I've never.
You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do that game. You don't want to play it.
No, I've never banged
like
food.
A pocket pussy. That's what I was talking about.
No, never. I've never had the pleasure.
Wow.
I've never had the pleasure. I've gone into
a store to buy one.
A store to think about buying one, and
you got weirded out.
No, I got a little overwhelmed. I feel like I didn't want to like just settle for like a cheap one, and I wanted to get one of those like silicone butts.
Yeah.
And so I was gonna save up. It'd be a good little saver.
That would have been dope.
But who knows now? I mean, I can afford it now, so who knows what I get?
Yeah.
Maybe I get that milk machine.
The Milker 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to JJ.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to JJ.
Shout out to Gooner Nation.
The Jizzler, bro.
The fucking Jizzler, is that his nickname?
No, there's go check out JJ Lieberman live on
guy.
Instagram. Yeah, that dude. He has the. I'll have to show you the clip later. Is the funniest.
Yeah, he
thing.
absolutely murdered it on Kill Tony. Kill Tony is now on Netflix.
Yeah, actually tonight was so we're as of April 7th. The first episode Netflix premiered. Mm-hmm. The first episode on Netflix premiered. There was no YouTube one for the first week ever.
Oh shit!
There was no YouTube one. So now, if you make it onto Kill Tony, you might just be on Netflix.
You get a Netflix credit,
dude.
I mean, I get to use Kill Tony as a credit already. So
do you?
Why wouldn't I?
Okay, that's fire. That's fire.
Can I not?
I'm not arguing against it. I think you should.
I've seen comics use it.
I've seen comics use it really big.
Yeah.
I've seen comics use it way big. Like
yeah, I'm not gonna like. I'd put Don't Tell and like Kill Tony is like.
You've been on Don't Tell?
Yeah, I've done like 3 or 4 Don't Tells.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, just I've never gotten on the fucking, recording or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm in the Don't Tell system.
Damn, so. my boy really out here.
What's up?
Remind them one more time where they catch you doing some comedy.
Where they can catch me, thank you. And why I didn't say this at the beginning. Fucking like and subscribe it, folks. Tell your mom about it. Tell your grandma. You know, maybe not the pocket pussy part, but yeah, dude, we're out here trying. We're out here making moves. You can find me on Instagram. Go like my reels. I'm gonna have my boy Radu record more sets for me on his iPhone 16. Shameless plug. Shout out to him. I mean, come on, they're good. That quality, that's fire.
We could be charging I mean, we could be providing comedians good content. Come sign up and do the Conscious Mike. Don't miss your spot. Also, like, come.
There's no signups. We book them in advance.
Oh,
but
well,
don't miss your fucking spot.
Don't miss your fucking spot.
Let me say that. Let me get this out. All right. Yeah. Let me get.
Because it's, as far as I can tell.
Let me get to this shit. Austin, Texas is not that big of a city. All right. There's only so many shows. I get it. I've been booked on shows. There's only so many shows you can do on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday nights between, being a comic. If my boy Jake Stone books you, don't fuck us over. Don't say you're going to come to the show and then not show up, or be late for your spot and then not tell us until, like, it's coming down to it. That's all. This shit's not going to run anywhere else. You think if you get booked at a fucking real comedy club, they're going to let that happen? No. All right? Put some respect on our name is all I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, dude. Every Thursday and Sunday, not crazy, Concha, Speakeasy, and then every Friday. We're working on Saturdays, but
I think it'll come.
I think it'll come
soon.
If you build it, they will come. And thank you, folks. Yeah, next week we are doing the Social Network, and then. I think JD's going to be on that, actually. JD will be on the Social Network, and then I believe I'm going to do Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for number 10.
Ooh, big, finally. You've been talking about it a lot. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, you should. My friends talk shit. They say that I love the movie too much and that Leo's not one of his best performances. Bullshit. It absolutely is. I can't wait to talk about that movie and the lore surrounding it, but... This has been another episode of the Austin Ingels Movie Show. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all the viewers that have watched it so far. We're growing every week. We're coming up with ideas every week. We're trying to make this fresh. My boy Radu is out here sacrificing it, so I appreciate him. Hopefully I didn't die on a plane crash, folks. Thank you.